Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to Investor Center. Today, I just want to talk about a few stocks that have caught my eye. I've been watching for the past few months, and a penny stock that I found last week that has had huge upside recently, and I can only see it growing further with potentially 20, 30 times the original price point within the next 2 years easily. Now, the first one I want to talk about is NIO. Now, everyone knows NIO, Chinese Tesla, for some reason. It's not a Chinese Tesla. In my opinion, it's better than Tesla. Within the next 5 years, I can see NIO tripling in size and being half the size of Tesla, and then 5 years after that, I can see it taking over Tesla. Maybe not completely, but definitely being a huge rival in the EV industry and the technology industry. Now, if we look at its long 5-year chart, we can see, well, the year chart, in fact, we can see it had a very slow start. When it was well known, but not that well known. And now we can see that it has this recently past year with the brilliant news and the industries and the other institutions, the larger institutions that have invested in this and believed in it. We can see that it has gone up. Now, I just want to make a note that the retail investors do not have as much money as the institutions, and I'm talking about the Deutsche Banks, the JP Morgans. These banks are the ones, I don't want to say they're manipulating the market, but they can control the stock price because they put so much money. They pump money into stocks like no other. Now, if we look at just a couple facts of this, that in the past, some of the banks have written off NIO. However, in their reports, they've actually invested lots. And what they're doing is they're confusing everyone, really, and that's why I always say do your own research, or as Jack Spencer says, do your own due diligence and make sure that you completely understand the stock that you're invested in, and understand that institutions, corporations, and the news, some of the words they say can swing a stock 5, 10, 20% in one day. Just be prepared for that. But this is a very exciting stock nonetheless, and if we look at it, it's only going up. NIO Day on the 9th of January released, they announced that they're partnering with NVIDIA, not sure how to pronounce it, neither StockMo. He's a very well-known investor in my eyes, very good educational knowledge of the industry. I just want to say that NIO, in my opinion, within the next 5 years, it can hit 10 times its current price, without a doubt. It's only in the Chinese, it's only in China at the moment, and it's already at $61, $62, had a high of 64. So we can see this stock really ramping up shortly. And if you're not aware, they're about to start selling in Norway, in Europe, so they're breaking into the European industry, which is very exciting. And it's also a great leveler to see how they fare up against some of the EV cars that are already in Europe. And within the next year or two, we slowly see this expanding for sure. And once they've got their foot in the door in the Europe industry, obviously the last one would be the US, and that would be the huge rivalry between Tesla and NIO. Very exciting in my eyes, and two very good holds with about 10x potential in my honest opinion. The next stock I want to talk about is Workhorse. And obviously Workhorse, another EV industry. I'm not too sure if we're picking up a theme here, but this is an industry that I'm always paying attention to. It's a growing industry, and it's quite small at the moment comparative to the current vehicle industry. But if we look at it, within the next 10 years, this is going to be number one. Without a doubt, in the electric vehicle industry, it's going to be because most countries are now switching to more renewable and environmentally friendly sources of production. Companies like Workhorse, Tesla, Solo, NIO, and a couple others that I can't quite pick up of, Li Auto, Xpeng, a couple other electric vehicle car manufacturers and technology companies, I should say, really. These are the ones to look out for now because they're a bargain. Although they may seem expensive, $23, $61, or a Tesla, $860, in the long run, you're going to make about 10x your money, realistically, without a doubt. If it's just a long hold, and it is going to be volatile, and there will be lots of news that can drive the stock down, probably will, with a lot of institutions taking some money, selling off, and that can scare some people. But just bear in mind, if you do your research and are in it for the long run, you'll be able to hold and you'll be able to secure the most, because you make the most of your money if you keep the money in the company, and as soon as you take it out, you're losing out on any potential profit that could go up that day. But if you are going to be a swing trader or a trader, understand that you really do your due diligence and completely understand the company and the industry and how it reacts to news and certain institutions saying certain things. But yeah, Workhorse, great company, in my opinion. Hopefully they get the USPS deal. Still, maybe get an answer end of Q1, but I doubt it. We'll probably see it come out in Q2, Q3, my honest opinion. Yeah, they can keep putting it back, unfortunately, but it's just one of those ones. It's a very long hold. I can see this company securing 75% of the contract, and once they do, that's going to 3x, 4x their company, potentially 6x depending on the hype and how many institutions, large institutions, pump money into it. But then expect a very huge sell-off afterwards. I can see it going up 4 times maybe, and then dropping about $10 to $15 after that, 10 to 15%. So, but a very exciting company to watch. And then the penny stock is UK SPAC. And for those that don't know what a SPAC is, it's a special purpose acquisition corp. And what that essentially means is that retail investors and institutions have the opportunity to invest in this company. And they're a renewable energy SPAC, I should mention. And what their responsibility is to do as a portfolio manager, and their team is to find and source the best renewable energy company, in this case, for the investors that is the best value for money, but also that company has the best growing potential. And obviously in an ideal world you can get a really great company for a cheap price, but that doesn't happen, and it takes a lot of research and a lot of time, a lot of patience. So for a company like this, they are very new, very new onto the market, but very exciting. And you don't see many UK SPACs, I might add, or any other SPACs really, apart from US SPACs. Seems to be quite a popular thing, and the US just pumping them out at the moment, and they always seem to be quite successful. But this is a very cheap SPAC. You don't see many of these about, which is why I think it's quite interesting. And I put some money into it, and I got in at 4p, and it's already shot up to, had a high of 14.5. I sold off there, and now I got in at, and now it's 10.6, which is very exciting for me. So I've already taken some gains, and I hope you guys have too. So, but I think this company, it's 7 mil market cap, 6 mil market cap. Within the next year or two, I can see it hitting 100 million, potentially 150 million if it can source that money and raise it, and then they'll be able to buy a really, hopefully acquire a good company, which will drive the price even further. As we've seen along with other SPACs, as soon as they acquire that company, the stock price shoots. And the last company I just want to say is Tesla. Tesla, obviously a technology company as well, known for their cars, very exciting, and SpaceX and their space industry. Yeah, great company. I can only see it going higher, bit like the other ones that I've mentioned, Neo and Workhorse, but mostly Neo. But once that happens, once more people sway away from the hybrids and the fuel powered cars and move to these electric vehicle powered cars, these two companies, Neo and Tesla, you're going to see them climb in price, and you're not going to want to try and short sell them or hedge against it. You just want to go to buy and hold for the next 5 to 10 years, and you will reap the rewards after that, mark my words. Thank you very much for listening to my video. I hope you found it informative. If there's any tips or help you can offer me, please put it in the comments. I'm very up for a discussion. But yeah, these are my the two industries to watch: electric vehicle, the EV industry, renewable energy industry, and lastly, obviously, I'll chuck out there, lucky one, is the space industry. These 3 industries are going to shoot up in price, mark my words. I have no doubt about that, so I'll be putting my money in those industries, and I'll be holding, because I know that they'll be very volatile now, but once people start to pick up and once people start to fly to space, for instance Virgin Galactic, they're going to be making money, and that stock is going to shoot. No, but thank you very much for listening to my videos. I'll put in some of the YouTubers that I listen to in the description, so if there's any help or confusion, just please watch those videos and watch my videos, and give it a like, subscribe, and chuck a comment in, say you had a good time. So have a great weekend, guys, and I'll speak to you guys later.